Commodities that are purchased for the reason of later reselling have specific account categories to handle the tracking of the inventory account category. Whether you are purchasing crops or purchasing livestock, the steps are the same. And in this session, we're going to be dealing with purchase feeder cattle. First, we'll look at our account setup. Under Setup, Accounts, and Accounts. Under the Assets, there are a few account categories: purchase crop inventory, purchase livestock inventory, other purchased inventory. We're going to be dealing with purchase feeder cattle. And on the account, they will all be an asset, and then the particular account category that they're in. At the bottom, you will indicate your quantity titles that you're using. In the case of the livestock, it will be head and pounds. And on the detail, we'll need to identify the cost of good account that we're going to use to offset the inventory at the time of the sale. In this case, it's cost to purchase cattle. Then under our revenue accounts, either under resale of purchased livestock or resale of other purchased inventory, you'll have your account that you're using representing the sale of that particular inventory. So in this case, sale of purchased feeder is a revenue in the category of resale of purchased livestock. And again, our quantity titles. There is no other detail needed on the detail tab. And then under cost of goods, under either cost of purchased inventory or cost of purchased livestock will be a cost account used to offset the inventory for that sale. Additionally, if you're wanting to maintain balanced detail on your inventory, and you might want to do that on livestock and have a detail for livestock production center detail that will keep each one of your livestock groups individually tracked for what's happening with that group. And under Setup, Profit Production Centers and Livestock Production Center details are our different production details. And we have one here for the production year of 19 Series 1 and Production Center South Barn and Profit Center Purchase Feeder. And we're going to be purchasing a group of cattle into that production center detail. And if we are wanting to maintain that balanced detail, then next, under our Setup, Accounts, and Account Categories, for our purchased livestock inventory, you'll want to go to the Balance Detail and make sure that Production Center Detail is on the right column, indicating that Balance Detail is being maintained by Production Center Detail. And to assign that, you simply double-click that item on the left and send it to the right. And then you would save that change. Now we're ready to do our purchase. So we're going to go to our payment screen and select who we're purchasing from. So we have a livestock of Central Livestock Auction. And we can select the date that we want to do this purchase and the amount. And we're going to say we're purchasing for $9,500. And now we pick the purchased inventory account, which is our feeder called Purchase Feeder Cattle. We're going to purchase 25 head, and then we can indicate our production center detail, which will be our 19 1S barn feeders, and go to the detail button. On here, we can also put in the number of pounds that these livestock currently are at. It filled in our inventory that we selected on the front screen, our production center detail, and filled in our other details. If that is all the information you need, you can put in a notation and click OK. If we expand that journal, it's going to debit our inventory at $9,500 for 25 head, and it's going to be crediting our bank, decreasing our bank. If you are not purchasing at this time and you just want to get the inventory in there, you can do the same entry in a vendor invoice AP, and the inventory would then be offset with your account payable account rather than the bank account. Once you put in and save that vendor invoice, it still makes your inventory available for use at that time. And we're going to go ahead and save this entry. And then we can go check our balances under Setup Accounts and go to the Balances tab, expand our assets, expand our purchased livestock, and now we see all of the available livestock production center details with the balances there. And here's our 19 1S barn feeders at 25 head for $9,500. A report that you can run to check your balances is under Reports and Financial Statements, Account Balances, and Inventory. And you can select a period. We've selected the account category of Purchased Livestock Inventory and our company and preview. That'll bring up your balances. And because we're maintaining by the production center detail, I'm going to turn on a column for production center detail there and move that up a little bit and refresh. And that now indicates each one of our balances and what detail that those balances are representing. If you need to make an adjustment on your purchased inventory, which doesn't happen very often, purchased inventory are usually not adjusted, but if there's a reason to adjust it, you can go to Processes, Periodic, and Adjust Inventory Cost. And we could select our inventory of our purchase feeder. And we need to select our cost account. That's what it's going to be offsetting any adjustment that we do. And after you select the top information and your date that you want, click Select Cost. That will bring up all of the different purchases that have been applied to this particular account and have not been sold yet. And you can make an adjustment to any one of these. So for example, on this row right here at current unit cost of $805, if I wanted that to be $800 a head instead for some reason, you can type in the desired unit cost. It'll calculate the adjustment amount of decreasing by 160, and then we could post that adjustment. And the adjustment would be decreasing the inventory and increasing that cost of purchased cattle. That is the steps needed for purchasing your inventory for resale. In our next session, we're going to be doing a sale of that purchased inventory.